Do you ever wonder why you feel sleepy after eating a high carb meal? That post-meal crash? It's not in your head. It's actually a real biological reaction. And I wanted to talk about it today because I used to go through that. Like, why am I so... Anyway, when you eat a high carb meal, your blood sugar spikes really fast. Your body releases a ton of insulin to try to bring that sugar down, right? That glucose down. And sometimes it overreacts, it overcorrects. Too much insulin can lead to a rapid drop in blood sugar. Sometimes that's called hypoglycemia, making you feel tired and sluggish and, mentally foggy. But that's not all. The carbs that you've consumed also boost tryptophan, which is, your brain turns that into serotonin and melatonin. Those are the same chemicals that make you feel relaxed and sleepy. And you may have heard of melatonin. You can actually buy that from the health food store. It comes in a pill capsule form. People take that to help them sleep, melatonin. So, as I was saying, insulin removes all competing amino acids from the bloodstream, and more tryptophan enters the brain and is converted into serotonin. Serotonin is like it's a neurotransmitter that makes you feel relaxed and has that dopamine effect. You feel happy, right? So your body shifts, and also your body shifts into rest and digest mode, sending more blood to your stomach area, and some blood comes out of your brain and your muscles. So you can feel a slight tiredness from that, but it should be only a slight amount, right? And if your meal is full of like processed carbs, then it can actually trigger inflammation and a certain amount of gut imbalance, which leads to more fatigue. You'll feel even more out of it. So if you add all this stuff together, now you're moving into food coma. You're actually falling asleep after your meal, or you're trying to grab a coffee to counteract the crashing. Like if you eat a heavy lunch and you got to go back to work, at 2 or 3 o'clock, you're falling asleep at your desk. You should never actually feel drowsy after eating a meal. And if you do, then that's a strong indicator of insulin overload in your body. So how do you avoid the crash? Well, you have to pair your carbs with protein, fiber, and healthy fats to slow down the digestion. Choose more complex carbs like quinoa, yams and sweet potatoes. And after you eat, you should always go for a 10-minute walk if you can. Do some body squats. Do a little jumping up and down. But you do these things to keep your blood sugar stable. That's very important. So anyway, no more food comas. Now you know the signs about why you feel drowsy after eating. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, and follow for more health tips.